Alright, this is Keslie's video. I'll try to get it on a good angle here. Well, I need that part too because I'm going to show rest stroke. Alright, once again I want to talk about rest stroke, which is when you pick, I'm going to hit the 6th string here, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to go rest on the 5th string, the next string down. And then that's a rest stroke on the 6th string, resting each time. And then as I do this left hand, what I'm going to do is go rest stroke and then the spider. Right behind the fret, right behind the fret. Trying to keep those fingers curved and not buckle out down like that. You're doing a great job on that. And then after we get to this 4th fret, so one for each finger, right? Then onto the next string. Rest stroke from the 5th to the 4th string over here. So now it's maybe I can go back just a little bit so you can see both at the same time. There we go. Now we're going to go to the 4th string. And we're resting on the 3rd string. Open first, then the 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, just like the spider on the 6th string, but we're going through all the strings now. Now the 3rd string, resting in the 2nd string. Okay, and then the 2nd string resting on the 1st string. And then our open 1st string. So now there's no string to rest there, but because we just did the previous 5 strings, we should know about how far that is. So we kind of do this. We don't go way down here, okay? We do it about the same distance, and then spider on that. Alright, and another thing we talked about is having the thumb. See how my thumb is behind the neck here, and then these fingers are going to come on. They're not going to collapse. They're going to be curved, and I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to squeeze between the thumb and those fingers, and we're going to feel it back here in this muscle. By the time you come back here next week, this muscle is going to be huge on you, I know. So, alright, going to be all strong and everything. So that will help you if you just do this. If you do this before you do that spider even, it might even help, you know. So first day you might see the 2nd and not do that, but then you'll know the 2nd day. Maybe do this squeeze thing here. Then we talked about moving our power chord, which is part of that heavy metal stuff that we saw that you wanted to learn. And in order to learn that stuff, we have to know our power chords. So we did this way down here on the 5th, and it's up 2 frets on the 5th string and 4th string. Over here we're on the 5th fret, 6th string, and then 7th fret, 5th string, and the 7th fret, 4th string. We're going to take that whole shape though, and we're going to move it up to those double dots that you saw, and we're going to start at that index finger on the double dot, because these are closer together and also easier to press down. So we want to we're working towards getting a clear power chord here. So when you play that on your electric guitar, if you get, okay, I need to press that finger down a little bit more, maybe squeeze more, use that muscle that I just worked on. I want to get this, and I'm going to do rest strokes like this until all 3 of them are hit, and they'll make a chord. If you get that and it gets solid, you can move it down a fret or 2. And you can also work on this at the 12th fret. With the index at the 12th fret, we can move it down and do it on the A string, index on the A string, and then 2 frets higher on the 4th and 3rd string. So that's so we can do 6 starting on the 6th string, rest stroke through the chord, and then start on the 5th string, 5th, 4th, and 3rd. Making sure that we're 2 frets ahead of that index finger with wherever we move this chord. Okay, it could be here. You kind of hear it's the sound intervals in between each string. If I change it and do, you can hear that, right? Alright. And so we did the spider, we did that little squeeze exercise, and we moved the power chord to the 12th fret to practice for next week. And besides that, your hands look pretty good. That's all I can think of for right now. Alright, practice hard.